This is going to be one of the most clear and simple Bible timeline breakdowns that you are going to watch, okay? I get this question a lot. Are we in the last days? Are we in the last days? People have it mistaken, thinking that the last days represents a series of days like sunrise, sunset kind of thing, when actually the last days is an era. I made a chart. Let's take a look. So here I have a 7,000-year timeline of man's redemption. How did I get 7,000 years? Well, let's take a look at 2 Peter 2:3-8. The Apostle Peter says that 1,000 years is as one day to God, that God is not slack in fulfilling his promises, but that he, in fact, has a different way of keeping track of time than humans. Okay, so Psalm 94, we see that 1,000 years is as one yesterday. Okay, so now if we take a look at Genesis, we see that his restoration of the earth is prophetic for his restoration and redemption of humanity. Just as God completes the work of the earth in 7 days, he will complete the work of humanity in 7 days as well. Okay, so that's how you get 7,000 years, as you apply that to the prophetic 7 days of Genesis. Now, we are at the current year 5783 according to the Jewish calendar. The Jewish calendar goes according to the moon cycles, not the sun cycles of the Gregorian calendar. Okay, so we are about at this point in the timeline, okay? 5783, that is the current year that we're in now. So let's take a look from the beginning. Since the fall of man, this is when time begins, okay? So now 2,000 years passes by, that is era 1. Which ends by Moses and the Levitical law. So this is the first spiritual shift, okay? Now this is where the written law is given to us. So now we have another 2,000 years, and this is the second spiritual shift. That is when the spiritual law is given to us, when Jesus comes, he preaches, he dies, resurrects again, and then gives the church his Holy Spirit. So this is when the church is founded. So then this is our real last days. The last days are not days, but the last thousands of years until the last spiritual shift, okay? This is when the rapture of the church and the return of Christ happens, okay? So at this point is where we're at here. So we have just a little bit more time until the Lord comes back, okay? So stay vigilant, stay aware. So then after that, we will have our 1,000-year millennial reign. And this is in Revelation 20. This is the time when all of our enemies are going to be made our footstool, as in Psalms 110:1. And when Jesus will allocate areas of the earth to his saints according to their works. So just as in Joshua 22, those who serve the Lord were given areas to rule over, this is where we will rule with Christ and get our allocations given to us. I hope that helped you guys. Yeah.